What's the most heartbreaking moment you've witnessed in a hospital? I've been a NICU nurse for 15 years. I've seen tiny fighters battle impossible odds. Some make it, some don't, but there was this one dad who changed how I see strength forever. Marcus came in every single day to see his twin boys, born at just 26 weeks. His wife Emma had complications during birth and was in a coma in the ICU upstairs. So while his world was falling apart, he showed up every single day. The twins, Caleb and Noah, were tiny, barely weighing a pound each. Their skin was so thin you could see right through it. Their lungs weren't ready to breathe on their own, but Marcus would sit with them for hours, one hand on each incubator, singing softly. He learned every medical term, asked smart questions, and memorized their medication schedule better than some of our staff. He'd split his day, mornings with the boys, afternoons with Emma, then back to the boys again until visiting hours ended. One afternoon, little Caleb started struggling. His oxygen levels dropped, and his tiny body couldn't keep up. We rushed around, adjusting settings, giving medications, doing everything we could. Marcus stood silently in the corner, watching with tears streaming down his face. He didn't get in the way. He just watched and prayed. After 2 hours, Caleb stabilized. Marcus thanked each of us, then pulled out a small notebook where he wrote down everything that happened. He wanted to tell Emma when she woke up. 3 weeks went by like this. Marcus never complained, though I could see the dark circles under his eyes growing deeper. His clothes hung loose. He was forgetting to eat. But he'd bring in little things, a tiny stuffed bear for each boy, a children's book to read to them. Then one Thursday morning, everything changed. I was checking Noah's vitals when Marcus burst through the doors with the biggest smile I'd ever seen. "Emma's awake! She's talking!" His hands were shaking as he showed us a photo of his wife sitting up, looking weak but alert. The staff all hugged him. For the first time in weeks, I saw hope light up his exhausted face. He told us he couldn't wait for Emma to meet their boys. The next day, we helped arrange something special. We carefully moved Noah, who was stronger now, into a transport incubator. With doctors and nurses surrounding him, we rolled him to the ICU for a brief visit with Emma. The look on her face when she saw her baby for the first time, I'll never forget it. Pure love mixed with heartbreak that she couldn't hold him yet. Caleb was still too fragile to move, so Marcus took countless pictures to show Emma. He kept saying, "Just a few more weeks and we'll all be home." But the next night, Caleb took a turn. His tiny body had fought so hard, but infections are cruel to premature babies. We called Marcus, who had just left to see Emma. He rushed back down, still wearing the same wrinkled shirt from days before. I watched as the doctor told him Caleb wouldn't make it through the night. Marcus nodded slowly, then asked if Emma could see him before he passed. What happened next broke every rule in the book, but sometimes humanity has to come before protocol. With the head doctor's approval, we carefully brought Emma down in a wheelchair, oxygen tank beside her, monitors beeping. It took 4 staff members to safely move her. They placed Caleb in a special warming blanket, and for the first and last time, Emma held her son. Marcus stood behind them, one hand on his wife's shoulder, the other gently touching Caleb's tiny hand. They didn't cry loudly or scream. They just whispered to him how loved he was, how brave, how perfect. Caleb passed peacefully in his mother's arms, surrounded by love. As Emma handed him back to me, she looked up and said, "Thank you for taking care of our boy when I couldn't." 6 years later, Marcus still brings Noah to the hospital every Christmas. They deliver handmade cards and tiny knitted hats for the NICU babies. Noah is healthy, active, and looks just like his brother. On his backpack, there's a keychain with Caleb's name, so his twin is always with him. Last Christmas, I noticed Emma was pregnant again. When I congratulated them, she smiled and said, "We never forgot how to hope, even on the darkest days." That's what this place taught us.